So, lads, today we're going to be talking about Caitlin Clark. We're going to be talking about Caitlin Clark, and we're going to be talking about her and an update to her injury. So, I'm a little bit late to this. This was 34 minutes ago by Chloe Peterson. But, lads, Caitlin Clark she's back in practice. I don't know how much practice she's doing.
Caitlin Clark is back. That's right. Clark returned to Fever practice ahead of tomorrow's highly anticipated matchup against the Atlanta Dream. And this is sending shockwaves across the WNBA landscape. Her return is more than just a headline. It's a statement, a rallying cry for a team that has been to the fire early in the season. Today, we're breaking down exactly what went down at Fever practice, how Clark looked, what this means for tomorrow's game against the Dream, and why this could be a turning point in the Indiana Fever season. Let's get into it. After suffering what looked like a serious knock in the Fever's last game, a blow that fans holding their breath and critics foaming at the mouth, Caitlin Clark returned to court on Tuesday for a full practice session with the Indiana Fever. The Fever organization released images and video of Clark moving with confidence, handling drills, hitting her signature logo threes, and laughing with teammates. Her demeanor? Businesslike, but calm. No visible signs of discomfort. No limp. Just Caitlin being Caitlin, a competitor through and through. According to Coach Christie Sides, Clark cleared medical protocols and insisted on practicing at full speed. And that should tell you something about who Caitlin Clark really is. This is a player who doesn't just play for herself. She plays for her team, her fans, and for the integrity of the game. Let's not forget, just 72 hours ago, there was genuine concern that Clark might miss several games, or worse, be sidelined indefinitely. But here she is, suiting up and stepping up. Let's talk about why Caitlin Clark's return isn't just good news. It might be a season-defining moment for the Fever. First, the Indiana Fever are 3-9 right now. That's not great on paper. But anyone paying attention knows this team has been improving week by week. They've had one of the toughest schedules in the league, facing top-tier teams multiple times in their first 10 games. They've also dealt with injuries, inconsistent officiating, and all the pressure that comes with Caitlin Clark's fame. And yet, in recent games, the Fever have started to find their rhythm. Aaliyah Boston is regaining her all-star form. Kelsey Mitchell is hitting her stride, and Lexi Hall has emerged as a defensive anchor. But there's no question, Caitlin Clark is the engine. Her return boosts morale, provides leadership, and reignites the chemistry that the team was starting to build before her knock. And against a beatable Atlanta Dream squad, her presence could be the X factor that tips the balance. Reporters on the ground described Caitlin Clark as locked in during the open media portion of practice. She was running drills at full speed, directing traffic like a seasoned floor general, and, no surprise here, draining deep threes like it was nothing. But even more important than her shooting was her body language. She was diving for loose balls, cutting sharply on screens, and even participating in full-contact drills. Her teammates appeared energized by her return, with Kelsey Mitchell calling her a warrior and Aaliyah Boston saying she brings a calm fire to the team. All signs point to Caitlin being 100% ready to go. And if she plays tomorrow the way she practiced today, the Atlanta Dream better be ready. Let's now preview the game itself. The Indiana Fever face off against the Atlanta Dream tomorrow. And this isn't just another game. The Dream are sitting just above the Fever in the standings, which means this matchup could have early playoff implications down the road. More importantly, this is a chance for the Fever to make a statement. With Clark returning, this becomes an emotional and symbolic test. Can this team rally behind their star players' toughness? Can they execute for 4 full quarters and close out a win? Let's be real. The Fever's biggest challenge this season hasn't just been the opponents. It's been closing games, staying consistent, and avoiding mental lapses late. Caitlin's return may help stabilize that. Her playmaking, floor vision, and ability to hit clutch shots could be the difference between a close loss and a decisive win. News of Caitlin's return has set social media on fire. On ESPN, Stephen A. Smith applauded her return and said, and I quote, "That young woman is the heart and soul of the Indiana Fever, and when she plays, everybody tunes in. Period. The verdict is in. Caitlin Clark is built differently. But Clark's return also reignites a bigger conversation: player safety. It's no secret that Clark has taken some hard hits this season. From flagrant fouls to blatant no-calls, there's growing frustration among fans and analysts about whether the league is doing enough to protect its rising stars. Clark's return to practice is a relief. But what happens if she takes another unnecessary hit tomorrow? Will officials finally draw the line? Will opponents start respecting her space and not treating her like a tackling dummy? The WNBA needs to ask itself, what kind of league do we want to be? Because Caitlin Clark isn't just a Fever player. She's the face of a movement. Clark's return also plays a key role in building team chemistry. The Indiana Fever have been trying to find a rhythm between their young core: Clark, Boston, Mitchell, Hull, and now a returning veteran like Erica Wheeler. With Clark sidelined, those dynamics were disrupted. Now they have a chance to realign. Coach Sides emphasized after practice that this was the most dialed in she's seen the group since training camp. There was focus, energy, unity. Everyone seemed to understand the assignment, win tomorrow, and set the tone for the rest of the season. Clark's presence on the floor does more than score points. It elevates everyone around her. She creates space for Boston, gets Mitchell clean looks, and forces defenses to stretch. That's the kind of player you don't just plug in, you build around. So, what should fans be watching for tomorrow when Clark takes the floor against the Dream? Clark's mobility and aggressiveness. Does she go all out from the opening tip or play it cautiously? Early drives to the rim and deep threes will tell us how confident she feels. Fever's offensive pace with Clark back. Expect the Fever to push the tempo. Fast breaks, early threes, and high pick and rolls will likely return to the game plan. How Atlanta defends her, will the Dream be physical? Will they trap her at half court or play her straight up? Their strategy could be the blueprint for other teams moving forward. As the Fever head into tomorrow's game, one thing is crystal clear: Caitlin Clark is ready. Ready to remind everyone why she's the most electric player women's basketball has seen in decades. This isn't just about bouncing back from a knock. It's about setting a tone. Caitlin Clark isn't just here to survive. She's here to thrive. And if her practice performance is any indication, we might be in for a vintage Clark performance tomorrow night. So set your reminders, clear your schedules, and get ready, because Caitlin Clark is back. And when she's on the court, anything can happen. If you're excited to see Caitlin Clark back in action tomorrow against the Dream, smash that like button and drop a comment below. What are your predictions for the game? Will Clark drop 20 plus? Will the Fever get a statement win? And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update on Caitlin Clark.